Everybody, this is Curtis of Let's Play the Game. Now today what we have for you is a possession game where we're using inside and outside players. Now before we move on to the practice, can I please remind you to please like, share and subscribe to this channel and share with any of the coaches that you think might benefit from this video. Now it's important that we look to work on helping the players to keep the ball and become comfortable with the football, especially in the modern game today, which is why I love practices like this where it's in smaller spaces, creating a reoccurring problem for the players to solve. Now, how you play this game, you're going to need, it's 6 players on each side and it's a 4v4 that's going to be happening inside the square. Now, each player will have 2 players either side just outside the square, which they will be able to use in order to score points and also to exchange positions with. Now, to play the game, as you can see, the players must look to keep the ball, move the ball as quickly as they can, looking to keep possession, and when they have an opportunity, use their outside players. Now, every time a player manages to get the ball to a player on the outside, they get a point for their team. Now, when they do get the ball to the player on their outside, they also must exchange positions with them as well, and the person who then gets the ball has a couple of options of how they can come in and join the play. So they can either dribble the ball in, or they can look to link with a teammate straight away. So they've got 2 options how they look to come into play. Now, a couple of progressions that you could think of adding just to vary the session. Now, one of the progressions that I would recommend having is that the team who are in possession, their players can look to move around the square, so they don't have to just stay on the one side, as you may see in the example in front of you. So when their team are in possession, they can move anywhere around the square. Another one is just playing with the variations of the size of the actual area as well. So if you want to actually make it a bit harder, I'll reduce the size of the area slightly, or if you want to make it a bit easier for the ones in the middle, then just make the area slightly bigger. Now, a couple of key points to or chat questions and challenges to ask the players as they're playing along is, one of them is how can they create space? Can they look for those spaces in order to actually receive the ball and give themselves time on the ball? Another one is thinking about how quality their passes are. Is your passes helping your teammates? Are they too hard? Are they too soft? So the quality of the pass they need to start thinking about in order to retain the ball better. Support is very key in this game. Can they provide support quickly? Can they provide the right support with the right angles as well? Because what you find with some, especially at the youth level, they sometimes find it hard to grasp how to find good and create good angles for each other. So can they create good angles and good support play? And finally, just look to keep the ball. Okay, how well can they keep the ball? Can they move it quickly when it becomes tight? Can they be patient on the ball? Can they do the things required to keep possession of the ball? So that could be dribbling, it could be screening, it could be numerous things. It's not just about passing the ball as well, because other things will come into play with this game. So can they do all the other things that they should have learned previously and bring them into this game? And that's it from me for this session. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, could you please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you want to take your training further or your learning further, you can get my free youth football coaching guide in the description box below. If you're watching on YouTube, there you can get my free guide just by going in the description box below, and you can download that and you can learn about how you can develop your football curriculum or football coaching philosophy and run a grassroots football team successfully. Okay, so get that free guide and I will see you on the next video.